everybody. It's time once again for another edition of Frank Cameron Presents at Seaside FM. And on today's edition, we have two representatives from the Metro Business Association. First, we'll be talking with Ehab Madoukh from the Canadian Business Management Accounting Services. And he's here to tell us a bit about the services they offer. And after that, at about 9:45, we'll be talking with Lisa Baldwin, co-owner of Revolution Fitness. And Frank is still out with his broken foot, but he'll be back one of these days soon. In the meantime, I'm having a lot of fun here doing Frank Cameron Presents. Ehab, welcome. Good to see you.
Thanks, Blaine, and nice to be here again. Thanks for inviting me.
Now, let's talk about what it is that your company does, Canadian Business Management Accounting Services. I'm going to make an assumption here that you do accounting services for small businesses, but maybe you can elaborate on that for me.
Yes, Blaine, usually we don't describe our business as an accounting firm. We describe our business as business coaching. We do more than accounting services and bookkeeping, although we provide all the services there, like payroll and bookkeeping for small businesses. We do accounting, we file corporate tax and personal income tax, but we usually try to coach our clients and try to support them in their achievement from day-to-day business.
And you've been in small business yourself, so you would have a pretty good understanding of what's needed.
Exactly. Small businesses has a limited source of fund, and usually in the beginning of the startup of the business, all small businesses require lots of support and lots of advice, which they cannot afford.
Now, you have a slogan, which I think is pretty interesting. It says, "We do the work, you get the credit."
Yes.
Explain a little bit more about that.
That's what we describe our businesses. We are not doing the business of completing the job. We are trying to support our client with lots of support and advice, and we work with them. So our goal is not about the money. It's about seeing our client achieving their goals and grow. Growing small businesses is very important for the community, for the society, and we like to see our clients in achieving their goals. So usually we don't put our target as a money, we put our target client success.
What's the climate like right now for small business? Is it a good time to be getting into a small business? Is it not so good a time, or is any time a good time? That's
a good question. As a matter of fact, any time is a good time as long as you know what you want to do. First, we advise our clients to have a long-term goal and short-term goals. The long-term goals, where you want to be, and to achieve this one, it takes a long time and lots of efforts. In the beginning, you might work for more than 12 hours or 16 hours, but we usually ask the clients or recommend the clients usually to divide this goal into small achievements. Any time can be a good time as long as you know what you want to do and where you want to be.
And you're talking about long-term and short-term. Could you put a little more definition on that? Is a long-term goal 5 years, 10 years, 20? And short-term would be monthly or weekly or perhaps even a year.
Exactly.
Can you just divide that up a bit for me?
Exactly. Regarding the long-term, most of the time we want the clients to have a goal of 5 years at least. 10 years will be good. Where you want to see yourself in 5 years and where you want to see yourself in 10 years. Now, 5 years is a long time, and to think about the dream can be true. After 5 years, sometimes people doesn't have the effort to sustain their efforts to complete their achievement. So what we try to advise them that break your achievement, break your goals to different kind of achievement. Once you reach this achievement, you have to compensate yourself or compensate yourself for these achievements where you can feel like you did something well.
I'm curious about one thing about starting up small businesses. Is there a common area where most people starting a small business sort of overlook or fail, something that they should consider that they don't?
Exactly. This is one of the most important things for small businesses. Small businesses cannot afford to hire accountants and marketers and other key success persons in their business. This is where we come to support them. Now, one of the major advice we advise our clients, and I saw lots of failure on this one, when small businesses start their business, they fail to segregate the liabilities, especially the government liabilities versus their money. So when they use all the money and they have lots of debts, they cannot avoid. They have either to borrow money to offset these liabilities, or they have to shut down their business. And in both cases, we feel this is kind of not recommended activity.
Are there are some difficulties for small businesses in dealing with government, and I've seen a succession of governments say that small business is the backbone of the economy, even here in Nova Scotia. But sometimes you wonder, what is government really doing for small business? Can you enlighten us on that? Now, I know you don't represent government, but you would have some idea of what, if anything, is being done by government to help small business.
The government provides lots of programs for small businesses to support them to sustain their work. As I mentioned earlier, most of the small businesses have a lack of information about what they can get advantage of the programs. There are some programs with Nova Scotia. I can't remember the...
Business Inc.?
Yes.
Used to be called that. I think it's something different now, but most people know it as Business Inc.
Yes. Yeah. Where they can find some programs to support them in hiring employees, and some of them to start up the business. The lack of information for the owner of the small businesses makes them feel hard time to get to their goals. However, I want to mention regarding some of the programs where the government is hard on the small businesses. There are the HST and the payroll liabilities, usually where the key points of the government rights, and most of the small businesses, when they use this money and they doesn't have enough cash to pay the liabilities, I understand the government point that the small businesses has to pay this money. It's not their money, it's either the customers or the employees' money.
Right. How can your organization, how can your business help small businesses grow? What do you do to help them grow?
Usually I have 5 advices for small businesses. First, number 1, which pay your liabilities with the government. And to do that, usually we advise small businesses to have 2 bank accounts at least. One of them for their business activities, the other one for liabilities. So as soon as you bill your clients, or you have some money for the government, you have to segregate this money and put them on the saving account and have them stand by any time there is the government require this money, you have to pay it back. The second point, set up your long-term goals, as we mentioned earlier, and divide it into small achievements. Those achievements help you to keep your business and sustain your business, and makes you feel like you get your achievement. Learn from your competitors, look at your other competitors in the market, what they do. If they implement new systems, if they implement a new success, learn from them and see what they are doing. Marketing, especially in the part of the marketing. The number 4, hire the right employees. Or the assistants, because that's a key point. You need someone to understand your business and work hard to with you to get your achievement. The final one, hire the right assistants as the accountants, marketer. You can hire them as a part-time or in occasional, but don't try to do it yourself. There is one important thing in our business. We try to do that to free our clients from their unbillable hours and make your time is more productive. This is where we can see the success of our small businesses. Those are the major points where we can feel like small business has to take care of.
I'm going to pick up on one of those. You mentioned about employees. Employees really are the face of a business, whether it's a big business or a small business. So it is important to hire the right people, isn't it?
True. Hiring the right people is very challenging. Most of the time you have to try. What you get on their CVs or resumes, it doesn't sometimes represent their reality. So you have to put them under 3-month training and see their loyalty. The most important things that to have clients, employees' loyalty. If they have loyalties and they work hard for you, you have to compensate them and give them some kind of reward. Sustain a good employee is very important to success for small businesses.
Yeah, it's important for the company owners, the boss, so to speak, to appreciate the efforts of their employees on their behalf.
Yeah, true.
So if you want good employees, you must be a good employer.
Exactly.
Let's talk a bit about your business in the time that we have left. We've got 2 or 3 minutes here. Again, just review what it is, what services you provide, and where you're located too.
Yeah. As I told you, Plain, we don't limit our work on the services we are providing. Our services is beyond what we usually advertise. We do the bookkeeping, the payroll, we do also accounting, and we do the personal and the corporate tax. But in general, we don't limit our businesses on this part. Our businesses is beyond that one, and we try to coach our clients and try to support them in other part of the accounting. When we see kind of weaknesses on the financial reports, we try to address those one. If there is over expenses or an area of avoiding cost, we also address this one in during the year. We don't wait until the end of the year to discuss this one with the clients. We are located in Main Street, Suite 302 at 177 Main Street, Dartmouth, Nova Scotia, and our telephone number is 902-830-8669. We have the office phone number is 902-982-2582. Our email address is info@cbmasi.ca.
I'll repeat those at the end of the program after we're done with Lisa, who's coming up next. But again, you're located at 177 Main Street. It's Canadian Business Management Accounting Services Incorporated, and you're a member of the Metro Business Association. Can you just briefly give me a line or two on the Metro Business Association and the advantages of being a member?
Yes, Metro Business Associations is a collective of different kind of businesses. It's a unique in its nature. Each kind of business can be a member. It's only limited for one kind of businesses. Being with this kind of organizations supported our business as well for referrals and grow. So we have kind of a backup of at least 45 or 50 members in the associations where we can share our expertise and share our ideas.
And you would recommend it to any small business owners who are listening now?
Definitely. We recommend that for everyone who's interested on being with professionals from every kind of business.
All right. Thank you very much. It's been interesting talking with you, and I'm going to move you aside, and we're going to bring Lisa.
Thank you, Blaine.
Thank you very much, sir. Nice to meet you. And we'll bring Lisa in now, and on the second half of Frank Cameron Presents, I'm going to have Lisa move in a little closer to that microphone. We have Lisa Baldwin. She is co-owner of Revolution Fitness, and I have some idea of what that is, but I'm going to get Lisa to explain what Revolution Fitness is and where you're located.
Hi. So we're located at 112 Woodlawn Road. It's right off Portland Street. If you've lived in the area for a while, you probably know it as the old Lawton's location, where the old Woodlawn Medical Center used to be. We do boot camps, personal training, cycling classes, all kinds of stuff. We have a little bit of something for everyone.
What's a boot camp? What I remember of boot camp is when I was in the Army. Is it quite like that?
Sometimes we do one-offs and name them something else, just regular fitness classes, just to see if other people come, because I feel that word boot camp sometimes scares people away. We're not yelling at people, telling them get down on the ground and give us 20. It's basically just a full body fitness class. You're doing core, you're doing strength training, you're doing body weight exercises, the traditionals, push-ups, lunges, squats, and then we use some of our other equipment. We have TRXs, Bosu balls, stability balls, bands, weights, all the different equipment you'll see in the traditional gyms these days.
And what about registering for that? Do you have to register in advance, or are there classes that you can drop in for? How does that work?
So you can get a 7-day free trial if you just want to try us out. You try all our classes for 7 days. You do register for this online. It's actually on our website, revfit.ca, under Getting Started. It tells you step by step how to sign up and how to register, both to make an account and how to sign up for classes online. We do get our clients to register for classes in advance because there is a limited amount of space. We would hate for people to show up for their first class and not even be able to attend because there's not a bike there. Biking especially, you can't squish people in. If there's no bike, there's no bike. Boot camps, we usually limit them to anywhere from 12 to 15 people. We do a class, it's cycle and strength. It's 30 minutes on the bike, 30 minutes boot camp. With that one, we do squeeze a little bit more people in. That's maxed out at 20. But you're getting your cardio on the bike, so there's not a lot of moving around in the boot camp room, so we can fit a few more people in. That's probably our most popular class. We have a lot of those on the schedule. That's what people want, because you're getting half and half. You're getting the cardio and the strength training all in one.
Now, what about the trainers there? You yourself, you're a professional trainer. How many trainers do you have on staff, and what kind of qualifications do they have?
Oh, geez. How many do we have right now? I'd have to count. We have about 8 trainers on staff right now. The thing with our trainers is some of them are only teaching 1 or 2 classes per week. We actually just recently did a new cycling instructor training at the studio. So we have some fresh new faces doing some of our cycling classes, and they are doing awesome. So the cycling instructors, they've been trained by Nikki Peck, who works at our studio. She did a cycling training course at our studio. And then our boot camp instructors and our personal trainers all have their CamFit Pro certification. That's the same certification that the majority of trainers in Nova Scotia and around Canada have.
Now, you have some new programs, and there's one here that I want to ask you about. It's called Fit to Function.
Yeah.
Fit to Function. Tell us about that, would you?
So, Fit to Function program's taught by Michelle Lindsay. She's one of our instructors. She was actually hoping to be here today herself. She's part of the Metro Business Association, but she's doing a Nordic pole walking class right now, so she's out on the road somewhere.
Why not on a nice day like this?
I know. I'm kind of...
Send you here.
I'll be out there later doing a walk. So Fit to Function, what is it all about? It's a low-intensity program, so it's good for new exercisers, the older population, and people with illnesses or injuries. Those people can still work out. I mean, we can modify any of our exercises. Anybody who has some sort of injury or has an illness that might limit them does need to get a doctor's note before starting any fitness program, but it shouldn't make you not want to go exercise. In most cases, it's going to help you. It's going to make you feel better and make the effects go away or improve. So we have a ton of people in both Fit to Function and all our fitness classes that have, oh my God, I feel like half my class sometimes modifying exercises so everybody's comfortable doing each of our different exercises. We have shoulder injuries, knee injuries, people with high blood pressure that shouldn't be doing certain things that might raise their blood pressure a little higher. We even have somebody in our Fit to Function program that has scoliosis, and Michelle said the amount that she has improved just by taking this class, the amount she can move around more, she can get down and do planks on the ground. She never would have been able to do that when she started this program. And it's good to be able to see these improvements and see the quality of life of these clients go up by taking these fitness programs.
So as we get older, the aging process means that we should exercise, if not more, at least regularly.
Oh, for sure.
It's quite important, isn't it?
Yeah. They say you should be doing some sort of cardio or even light walking 3 to 4 times a week, ideally. It doesn't always have to be the same thing. It can be as easy as getting out and mowing the lawn is exercise, you know. I don't have a lawn. I live in a condo, so I can't attest to that. But from what I hear, it's quite taxing. But you want to get out and do these things, and it's not just the cardio. You want to do the strength training, and people forget about that. They think strength training has to be lifting heavy weights, but it can be as simple as just lifting a few pounds and getting moving. You want to increase your range of motion and your strength, because that's what's going to make doing your daily tasks easier. I mean, just picking things up off the ground. I teach another program. It's called Forever Young Fitness at the studio. Very similar to Fit to Function. We're not on for the summer, but we'll be back in the fall. And I asked my clients before we finished for the summer, what did they notice were some of the things that they most improved on, or what they noticed in their daily lives from after taking this program. And I kept hearing the simplest things. It's not, oh, I can do 20 push-ups now, or, oh, I can climb a rope. It's, oh, I can get out of bed without struggling in the morning, or I can pick things up, or I can mow the lawn and do those tasks around the house that used to get me winded and I'd have to sit down and take a break, and now they can do them and have energy to spare. One of the things I heard over the winter was, I shoveled my driveway and I didn't have pain the next day. And in Nova Scotia, that's something that's very important. Playing with grandchildren, most of these people, they're the older population. In mine especially, it's all older population. In Michelle's Fit to Function program, it's not all older adults. Some of it's just people who haven't exercised before, and they're beginners, and they're starting at that place where they need the brand new exercises, the lower end modifications to each of these things. And they're seeing themselves get stronger and do things better, and soon they'll be in our regular classes.
There is another program that I'd like to ask you about. I'm quite curious about what it means. It's the Menopositive class. Can you elaborate a little bit on that and tell me what that is about?
Yeah, the Menopositive Fitness is a class that is run by Nikki Pack. She actually created the program. It's new to our studio. We started it about, I'd say, a year and a half ago now, and it has just taken off. Every single time we run a session, it's full, which doesn't take much because there's actually only 8 participants maximum in this class. And she does that so it has that personal feel. And all our classes, like I say, they're not very big. We only have a max of 20 people in any of our classes. And we always aim to have that personal feel in all our classes. We have that one-on-one attention for all our clients. We're walking around, we're making sure that all of the exercises are done correctly, with good form, safely, so that you're getting the most out of the exercises and also doing them safely and not getting injured. But with these 8 participants, not only is it a small one-on-one field, but you're with people that are in the same stages of life as you, and you can talk during class, and maybe you're talking about what happened that day or what you're going through or what you're feeling, and these clients are getting understanding and support from these group members about some of the challenges that they're going through right now. Something that you don't even think about it until you're in that stage of life, so it's hard for me to understand. It's good that they have Nikki teaching this. She's going through it. She understands them. They have so much going on. Some of these women are still working. That's why we have the class in the evening, because they're working during the day. Some of them may even have young children that still live at home. And let's be honest, even if they don't live at home, children are always work. My mom can attest to that.
Yep.
And now some of them have grandchildren. They have aging parents they're taking care of. There's a lot going on in their lives, and sometimes they just want to talk about what's going on and get that support while they're doing fitness. And it makes them happy to go to this class because not only are they getting fitness, but it's that social aspect that goes along with it.
Yeah, the reason I brought that up is because I know that we have a lot of female listeners. Our audience are more women listening than men, particularly at this time of the day, and that's why I wanted to get into that, because that is a useful service for women who are going through menopause.
I've learned so much about that stage of life just since starting this program. I never even knew that you get disturbed sleep and that you might be more tired than usual, and that makes it harder to work out. But knowing that people that are coming to this class are also probably tired, didn't sleep well, and they might be having hot flashes this day. At least we have really good air conditioning, so you're comfortable when you're working out at our studio for sure.
That's important.
Yeah.
When does the next program begin for those who are listening who may want to take advantage of it? Can you tell us when that starts?
Yeah, the next program actually starts July 11th. We usually run this program 2 nights a week, but for the summer we've brought it down to 1. We want to give people a chance for all those travel commitments to get out there and do all the other stuff they want to do. But it's going to be Monday evenings from 6:30 to 7:30, and that's a 6-week program.
All right. We've got about 3 or 3.5 minutes left on this presentation. Can you give us a rundown on what else you have going on over the summer at Revolution Fitness?
Yeah, we have a couple really exciting things going on, something that your listeners might be interested in. We're actually doing a Learn to Run program right now for the Maritime Race Weekend that happens right here on Shore Road. So September 16th and 17th, some of you won't be able to get out of your driveways, but I've heard it's bad out here during those couple days. So we just finished our 5K Learn to Run program. It went really, really well, and I know all of them are really excited to continue and get ready for that race. We're starting a 10K program on August 1st, and our half marathon program, which obviously takes a little bit longer to train for, actually starts next Monday at 7 p.m. I'll be running my very first official race on Maritime Race Weekend. So been running for a long time, but never actually gotten a medal for it. I'm pretty pumped to have something to hang on the wall. We do have one other big thing going on this summer. It's actually our 3rd year doing it. It's called Tour to Revolution. It's, in my eyes, maybe because I organize it, it's like the funnest thing we do all year. Mm-hmm. I love it. And the good thing is it's for a good cause. So during the Tour de France, we record all of our clients' kilometers on the bike. And meanwhile, during those 23 days, they're doing fundraising. They're getting pledges for all this effort. They're working extra hard. And all the money goes to Sparks Fly. So they're putting small spin bikes, which is right up our alley, into the classrooms. And so we raised $6,000 the last couple years.
Wow, that's good.
Yeah, we did pretty good. Our clients did all the work, so they did amazing.
Yeah. What is Sparks Fly? I've not heard of that.
So they're little yellow spin bikes. They go in each classroom. Well, the goal is to get one in each classroom. Right now, there's one in each school for sure. And kids that have learning problems, maybe they have extra energy, things like that, they're having trouble paying attention, they can get on these bikes in the classroom without leaving their learning environment, still participate in the class, hear the lesson, answer questions. Some of these even have built-in desks so they can do their work well on the bike, and it has been shown to really improve the learning environment in the classroom. So
that's great. That would be for kids with attention deficit disorder, that kind of thing. That's a wonderful program.
Yeah,
kids at that stage and age, they need a little help and encouragement.
Yeah, it's way more. We have so much more knowledge of those things now than we used to when I was in school, and it's great that we're trying to find these different ways to accommodate all these different types of learners. I actually used to be a teacher before I opened the studio, so I know all about it. I'm looking forward to subbing a class with one of these bikes in it one of these days and see what we're raising money for.
Yeah, that would be great. I have to say, before we went on the air, you said that you'd not been on the air before, and you didn't. You were very nervous and didn't know about talking, but you've done very, very well.
I've been told I'm a good talker.
Oh yeah, you're doing fine. Yeah. We have about a minute left. Can you just sum up a bit about Revolution Fitness, where it is, what you do, and how to get in touch?
Yeah. So again, we're on Woodlawn Road, 112 Woodlawn Road, and we do a little bit of everything. We've got boot camps, cycling, yoga. We've got body design classes, which are just strength training classes, low impact. We've got programs from teen boot camps to mom and baby boot camps taking place down at Shuby Park. That program's full right now. We've got 20 moms on the go. They are loving it. We just started an outdoor boot camp at Beasley Field. It's a great way to get your fitness in and get outside while you're doing it. We've got the Fit to Function program for new exercisers. We've got the Metapositive program. We've got everything you can ask for.
Tour to Revolution.
Tour to Revolution. We've got our summer membership on the go. It's 3 months for only $199, and you get unlimited classes. That also gets you access to our Learn to Run program for free, our stroller fitness for free, and reduced rate into the Metapositive and Fit to Function in some of our other programs. So it's an amazing deal, and you get to participate in Tour to Revolution. So
right, and you get a 7-day free trial for anybody who wants to visit Revolution Fitness.
7 days to try all the classes you can fit in. Some people even go overboard. They're trying 2 a day just to get everything in. But 7 days free. You can sign up for that online. Our website's revfit.ca. If you have any questions, the info email's on there, but you can also email me personally at lisa@revfit.ca or give us a call at 902-444-7738.
Thank you so much. Lisa Baldwin, co-owner of Revolution Fitness, and they're located on Woodlawn Road off Portland Street. Thank you, Lisa. It's been fun talking with you. And,
thank you very much for having me.
And thank you very much for coming in to be with us on Frank Cameron Presents.